In today's video I'm going to be walking around both of the R32 GTR and the 180SX. I'm going to be breaking them down a little bit and explaining to you guys a little bit of the builds. First up we've got the R32 GTR. So this is Matt's car. I'll give you guys a full walk around. So yeah, the number plate is GTR Jet. He's got these what are these? I think we were struggling to find out, because these came with the car, these rims. We were struggling to find out what they actually were. They are work 3-piece wheels. What does that say? I can't even read what that says. But yeah, they look like work equips, but they're not work equips. There's some other type of work 3-piece wheel. So yeah. And he's just got the standard GTR brakes on there. And the paint, you won't be able to see it because it's not sunny, but it actually has like a blue flake in it. So when it's in the sun, it shines and it looks pretty cool. Here's the rear of the car. The exhaust. It's pretty much straight piped all the way, so it's so loud and it sounds so nice. Because the interior is pretty standard GTR interior. Just the stock R32 GTR seats. They're very, very comfortable. Stock steering wheel, stock everything pretty much in here. Doesn't even have any gauges or anything. So that's going to be a mod coming up, is installing. Well, Matt thinks he wants to do a power tune dash, but we'll see. And we got the rear seats back there. Rear seats. So it's a pretty tidy interior, other than this rip here, which we're planning on getting that reupholstered. Right, so now I'll move around to the engine bay. Pop the hood. So I'm just about to pop the hood, but if you watched our last video that we took the GTR to, you'll know that we actually stripped the clutch. So the clutch is actually in really bad condition at the moment. It's still drivable, but it's not, like, you can't really boost properly in, otherwise it'll just slip. That is probably the first thing that we're going to do to the GTR, is pull the gearbox out and get a new clutch for it. Matt's looking at like a twin plate clutch, I think it is. So here's the engine bay here. And the bonnets are so light on the GTRs. If you've ever popped a hood on a GTR, you'll know how light they are. Converted to a single turbo. He's got this big Borg-Warner turbo on it. Matt will know a lot more about this engine than me. So the GTR is currently making 450 kilowatt, which is, I just did a quick Google conversion. It's about 600 horsepower for those that use horsepower instead of kilowatt. In future videos, I'm actually going to do a full build breakdown of each car's. So there'll be one video for the R32 and then there'll be one video for the 180. So those will be coming soon. Next up we have the 180SX, and this is my car. It has a RB25 deer in it. I think it was a factory CA18. So yeah, it's been engine swapped. So I'll just give a full walk around of the car. So there's my number plate for a 180. It's got a fiberglass kit on it, fiberglass Type X kit. And it has these rotor grids, if it will focus, there we go. Matte black rotor grids. I'm wanting to get these painted bronze. I think they would go quite well. So the fiberglass side skirts. Got the semis on the back. We've got all of that rubber that I need to clean off from the drags. Got the Type X tail lights that we installed, and then a fiberglass wing as well. Oh, I didn't clean that off yet. That was from the drags. I think it has GTR big brakes on them in the front. I also want to paint the car a different colour. I like the midnight purple, the R34 midnight purple colour. Right, now we'll move to the interior. got S15 seats, which are pretty comfy. It's quite messy back there. It's just a standard 180 back. It's missing the floor mats, which I really want some new ones. We've got the JRP race parts gauge. It's like a multi-gauge, so it shows pretty much everything on that single gauge. And it has this these lights up here that we need to set up. These are shift lights, so it can indicate when you need to shift. That would be very handy for the drags, so we need to get that set up. I also want a new steering wheel because I'm not a huge fan of the wooden look in the JDM car. I'm thinking of getting maybe a Nardi or a Grip Royal steering wheel. I will also pop the hood and show you under the hood. Oh yeah, that's a lot heavier. So here is the engine under the hood, RB25 deck. You don't usually see these in Silvias, so I think it's pretty cool. It's quite rare, especially in, oh well, a lot of people do the RB spot for the Silvias, but it is really expensive, so you don't often see RB Silvias, so I think it's pretty cool that it's got an RB in it. Currently making 310 kilowatt, which is about 415 horsepower, which is plenty of power for me. I think it's quite fun. It's obviously the fastest car I've ever driven, other than the GTR, but I have driven the GTR, but I haven't really boosted fast like properly in it yet. So it's got the Mazda R545 turbo. It's a pretty, I think it's a good size for the RB. I used to own a S14 Silvia, and it had this exact turbo on it, and it was just so laggy, like it was just too big for the 4-cylinder. So it's actually a really good size for this, for the RB. Pretty much, the tuner said it was pretty much maxed out though, so if we wanted to get any more power out of the 180, we'd need to upgrade the turbo, but for me this is fine. I'm sure if this was Matt's car, he would definitely want a bigger turbo, but for me this is all good. It's got just like a Freddy intake. It's got this cool little Silvia cover on here, which is, Matt actually won that in a competition, like an Instagram giveaway, so that was pretty cool. Batteries relocated in the boot. These are Audi coil packs, and then it's got 1000cc injectors, obviously upgraded fuel pump. Not sure if they're E85 compatible, but even if we were to go E85 on this, we would still need a bigger turbo because that turbo won't be able to handle any more power through it. So I think we're just going to leave it how it is. I think it's perfect for me at the moment. Alright, so that was just a basic quick rundown of the cars. Did a quick walk around of both cars. We also do have an R32 sedan drift car, but that's parked at another shed, so I'll do a walk around of that another day. We also have bought some paint for the drift car. We're going to be starting to prep the drift car for paint. It'll be another cool video that's about to come out. I'm super excited to get that painted because, as you can see from our videos of the drift car, it's like all different colors. It's white and black. The previous owner, I think, had already started prepping it for paint, and he hadn't quite finished, so it looks pretty rugged. So I'm super excited to get that all one color. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, keep an eye out for the next video.